Hello and welcome to Ask Foxy Loxxy. Oh my goodness, I get a chance to talk to the people. I'm glad to see you. Well, this is Ask Foxy Loxxy, the channel that challenges you to live your best life. Well, oh boy, I want to talk to you about something that's been on my heart. It's all these new diets out here now. Now, don't get it wrong, I'm not anti-diet. But some things happen when you're on a diet, you see. It's not just about you. It's about the public and how it affect you and everybody else around you. Well, there was a diet back in the day called the TJ Miracle Soup diet. I don't know if y'all familiar with it. But it was this diet and it was based on cabbage. The main ingredient was cabbage. Now it wreaked havoc in the workplace because everybody running around with their little Tupperware containers with their little cabbage TJ Miracle diet soup. Well, the problem was everybody know that cabbage causes gas. Yes, it does. And so it made for a hostile work environment. So I want to invite you because they had a class action lawsuit for the TJ Miracle soup. It went a little something like this. If you or a person you know suffered a hostile work environment due to the TJ Miracle soup and the gaseous state of your surroundings. And then they don't quote me on this, but it seemed like it gave like a 1-800 number for this class action suit. So I want you to be careful with some of these diets that we're fooling with. And one of the main ones that have me concerned right now is that keto diet. Well, people losing weight, but it's causing a problem in the environment, mainly to the farm animals, you see. So it's based on protein. So you eat a lot of meat, and yesterday they said meat was bad and not eat all the bacon because it raised your blood pressure. Now today they say eating the meat and eat as much bacon as you can. Well, it's doing a job out there on the farm. I was down into the farm the other day, and I heard the pigs oinking loud and trying to hide. The cows mooing loud but too big to hide. But I want to tell you something about the poor chickens. Ooh. I can't hardly even talk about it. The poor chickens. Excuse me 1 minute. Well, y'all know chickens can't fly, y'all. And I saw the chickens try to teach each other how to fly out there on the farm. It was a sad sight to see, y'all. So I just want y'all to just be careful when you're on these diets. And remember, it don't only affect you. It can affect those around you. Well, now, I have to come to you because my subscribers were interested in the question that we had last week. They said, "Oh, Foxy, I want to know more about that." So just in case you didn't tune in to last week, let me read this question to you so we can talk about it. It said, "What advice can you share with our young women on how to maintain their own happiness and not rely on a man to dictate their happiness?" Okay, so when you allow a man to dictate your happiness, it's kind of like a codependent behavior, okay? And this is where we can't function without the thought of that man, or it could be a woman, or it could even be your child, that you're just codependent. But the question asks about a man. So we have to set boundaries in these relationships and not overdo it, okay? Because he does not have control over your happiness. You do. But sometimes we don't even realize that we're in one of these type of relationships where we're codependent on the other person. But I'm going to leave you with a few questions to ask yourself. This is between Foxy, Loxxy, and you. You don't have to share this with your friends and your co-workers, next door neighbor. But I just want you to think about these questions inside your own head. Are you in a situation where you can't find any satisfaction except for when you're with your partner? Like there's nothing else you can do outside of your relationship that brings you satisfaction. I just want you to think about this. You don't have to answer it right now. This is something you just need to think about. I want you to think about something else. Does your partner display unhealthy behaviors? And you know that they're unhealthy behaviors towards you. It may be hurtful. It may be something that make you feel bad. But if that's the case, and you still stay in this relationship because you feel like this is the only man for you or you can't do any better, I just want you to think about this. Just give it some thought. And finally, I want to know if you're supporting a partner so much, that you're putting yourself at risk for emotional trouble, physical trouble, or mental disturbance. You're supporting that partner so much, then you may just be in a codependent relationship and you may just be allowing another human being in the form of a man to create your unhappiness or your happiness. Happiness or unhappiness. I just want you to think about some of the things that Foxy Loxxy was asking you tonight. We have a very special question coming up on our next episode. But I just want you to really think about this question tonight and those things I asked you. If you're in one of those kind of relationships, it doesn't mean you have to get out of it. It means that you have to redo or reevaluate or try to work out a way that you can, overcome some of those codependent behaviors within the relationship. So the relationship may have to take a new face. You don't necessarily have to get out of it, but you have to recognize those characteristics for what they are. Foxy Loxxy tell you this because I love you. But I just want you to remember this thing. It's not what they call you. It's what you answer to. Until next time, people, I love you.